All right, I'm going to walk you through the basics that we use Google Analytics for. Google Analytics can do way more than this, but I'm just going to kind of hit the important things for you to know in the beginning. So you sign into Google Analytics the same way you sign into AdWords. So just put in your name, password. Okay, so um, clients link us into their Google Analytics the same in the same process, if not the same way that um, that we kind of link in their AdWords account. So here's the instructions are in the Tech Bible. Just send them an email with this is how you get us in their analytics when we send them up. And different clients will be different, will have different levels of sophistication with their AdWords account. So here is client Universal Cargo, and we'll just start with them. The first thing that you'll see in anyone who has analytics, basically how it works is all of it, you give them some code that goes on every single page of the website, and it pulls all sorts of data like where they came from, how many pages they've visited, et cetera, et cetera. And this traffic sources overview you see over here on the left, everything on the left here, this is kind of where you navigate around. If you click on all traffic, you can see the sources for each of the traffic, or each traffic source and how much each is producing. So these guys, Universal Cargo, Google organic clicks 12,000. Direct/none is when someone clicks straight on or types straight into the URL, Universal Cargo. So it's just their web, someone just typed in their name and went straight there. Google CPC, that's us. Bing Organic and Yahoo Organic, those are organic searches from either Bing or Yahoo. And then on down the line, all sorts of different sources. There's tons and tons and tons of different ones, but as you get down, further and further, it becomes stuff that who knows how they even get there. But it's pretty cool. Keep in mind when you're looking at any of this stuff that Google Analytics only shows, or is only about, it misses probably 30 to 50% of all clicks. Maybe, it depends on the website, obviously, but sometimes people don't have the code on all their pages. And then also whenever someone uses, like, say someone switches browsers or something like that, or clears their cookies, those can all lead to tracking problems. And so analytics isn't comprehensive, but it's pretty good. So if you just click on one of these sources, you can kind of see more information about it. So now it's just mapping up here. This map, obviously before was clicks by day, so you can kind of see how most clients you'll see fluctuate like this on the weekends. They kind of shut down. You can see that trend here for Google Organic specifically, and you can do a bunch of other customization stuff. Also up here that we won't get into right now. But basically, this is the average pages per visit of an average user. So you can kind of compare, and this is something we use to compare how well Google CPC is doing. So this is a client we just signed up. The average client or average person that visits sees 1.43 pages before they leave the site. It's pretty bad, much worse than the site average of 2.51. Average visit duration is another kind of same thing. The longer the better, usually. Percent of new visitors. And this is the bounce rate, so how often people just click the back button when they get there. And for Google, it is 85%, which is way, 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 way worse than the site average. So there's a lot to be garnered here, and I'll show you guys later how to link analytics and Google AdWords to use this bounce rate statistics, which is something we're going to be doing for this account, and it'll help us find keywords that our clients are using that just simply don't lead people or don't bring in interested traffic. It's basically wasted spend. What else? We'll go to content events. So this is where the call tracking stuff first comes in. It comes in as an event when we link the call tracking and the analytics. So just keep that in mind. That's over here in events. Conversions. So this is some more important stuff. So one of the things you can do is create a goal. So whenever someone performs any particular action on a website, you can set it up so that analytics registers that, and it can give you a bunch of statistics about it. So this is the goals for someone getting to their thank you page, which is like a form submit. You can see the average day, or how it's doing day by day. Right here, source medium. This will show you which source is leading the goals. So organic leads the way with the most goals. CPC second and 13. And you can also pipe these goals back into AdWords as a conversion. This is e-commerce, so this is where we would have the e-commerce tracking code, which you can watch a video to see how to get that set up on the Tech Bible as well. But this is where it comes in. These guys aren't an e-commerce store, so they don't have it. I'll show you how to set that up in that video as well. But here is the client who has an e-commerce store and who has e-commerce tracking enabled. And as you can see, it actually starts on conversion rate, but up here this is also something you can change for all of those different graphs on different pages. You can go to quantity purchased, you can go to revenue, you can do transactions, etc. But revenue is probably the most important one. So it starts up here. You can see, it starts with obviously the product that was sold. You can see how many of each. But the most important thing for us is source medium. So you can look here and see what is leading to the purchase. They have a pretty good catalog business going. So most of them is just people find them on the look at their catalog, receive stuff in the mail, and then type in their name directly and purchase that way. But keep in mind when you're looking at e-commerce tracking conversion or e-commerce tracking data that Google only registers the last source that led to the transaction. So if someone actually found them from our ads and then like 2 or 3 days later they come back by typing in, these guys are westfieldcomics.com, so they go to westfieldcomics.com and get straight there, then that comes in as direct/none. Now that's different than the conversion tracking in AdWords, the kind of one-to-one conversion tracking that I showed you how to set up in a different video. And that is just whenever anyone over the last 30 days has clicked on the ad and then made the conversion, then it registers as a conversion in Google. So this the analytics data misses a fair amount of stuff. You can estimate maybe two to three times this amount comes from direct/none. This is definitely some of us. This could also be us. Google Organic could be them like typing in Westfield Comics after they found us from an ad. So this is not that much compared to everything else, but it is probably having a larger effect than you can see in the e-commerce tracking data. Okay, so you can actually pipe that e-commerce tracking data back into AdWords. I'll show you how to do that in that e-commerce video. Moving on here, I think that might be most of the interesting stuff. This admin tab up here is pretty important. Google Analytics stuff is kind of organized into levels. So the first level is the account level. The second level is the property. So these are all the different Westfield Comics properties. That's not the one we're concerned with. This is. So this is their main site. So then you can set stuff here. This is where you set remarketing up. I won't go into that now, but just know that it's in the admin tab. Westfield Comics. This goal tab is where you create goals. Assets, users, this is where you see all the users who can use the account. And yeah, we can get into goals later, goal creation later, but that'll about do it for just walking you through Google Analytics. And boom.